Nobody told you life was gonna be this way, having to grow up more and more as some of our favorite shows diminish over time. But with how timeless it is to watch Friends over and over again, it's one of those shows that freezes time and takes you back to when things were much simpler. Hey everyone, welcome to 90s Nostalgia. Even if it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year, we're here to lighten things up by sharing with you 10 of our favorite episodes of the iconic 90s sitcom, Friends. If you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to 90s Nostalgia, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our countdowns regarding everything 90s. That being said, let's get started. Number 10, The One With The Embryos. Despite the name, this one oddly has less to do with embryos and more to do with really good guessing. Well, while it starts with something as simple as guessing what's in the grocery bag, the real meat of the competition is during a totally not Jeopardy session where the boys and the girls compete to get the answers right about the opposing team. We thought they'd screw these up for sure, but they actually know a lot more than we give them credit for.
Althea!
Althea, what are you doing?
I took a shot.
You're shooting with Althea?
Althea is correct.
Nice shooting!
Number 9, The One Where They Were Up All Night. Sky gazing is great, especially at night when it's up on the rooftop. What's not so great is being stuck there after the only thing keeping the door open is being misused as a telescope for whatever reason. So this leaves Ross and Joey pretty much stuck on the roof, not having much of a way to get back. They then try taking the fire escape route, which sort of works. If you count an awkward climb down and shattering your ankles a success, then yeah. Number 8, The One With The Football. A friendly 3-on-3 of boys versus girls, and you got yourself a pretty exciting and unforgettable set of plays. The guys are trying to win to impress this Dutch girl sitting on the sidelines, while the girls are trying to prove that guys can't always win just because they're guys. So they win the best way they know how, by doing things boys can't, like flashing them as a distraction or latching onto them as a group. You know, the good old classic football strategies. Years later, and we still don't know who won the game that night. Number 7, The One With All The Thanksgivings. Funny, didn't we have Thanksgiving just a few days ago? Well, like always, we're right on time with this one. As a lot of you already know, Monica wasn't always the thinnest during her youth, but things changed in 1988, and her waist shrunk 3 times in size that night.
You look so different. Terrific. That dress, that body. Dude, sorry.
Obviously, Chandler is loving this new Monica, but she wants to get back at him for making fun of her weight in the past. What better way to humiliate him than by trying to make him think he'll get to have sex with her, only to be locked outside naked before anything happens? Well, this goes south really quick, especially when Monica decides sexualizing herself with a knife was a good idea. Chandler almost got his cake, but he isn't gonna eat it just yet.
Dude. Sorry.
Number 6, The One After Ross Says Rachel. Ross and Rachel were always the dream couple, even after they split up for reasons. So it came as a shock when Ross mistakenly says Rachel's name during his wedding with Emily.
Take thee, Emily. Take thee, Rachel.
Emily.
Of course, no one knew what to say about it, but the show had to go on. The two ended up getting married, but definitely not happily. Number 5, The One With The Holiday Armadillo. Oh yeah, you guys remember him, right? He was in that one Christmas movie.
I'm the holiday armadillo. You sent me here to give Ben some presents. Remember?
What?
Well, that aside, he's got gifts for Ben, and he's here to give him a memorable Christmas in favor of Santa Claus. Oh, and Superman is here too? Oh yeah, he was in that other Christmas movie. You know, the one with Superman. And I think the Easter Bunny is involved in this somehow too. I'm not sure what direction this episode was trying to go.
I understand why Superman is here, but why is there a porcupine at the Easter Bunny's funeral?
Number 4, The One With Unagi. Rachel and Phoebe might think they know all about self-defense after just one class, but Ross tries to show them that you can't be a master of self-defense without being fully aware of your surroundings. He incorrectly refers to this as unagi, when in reality, it means freshwater eel. The real term for full awareness in karate is called sanshin, which sounds nothing like the word. Throughout the episode, Ross tries catching the girls off guard to prove to them they don't have unagi, but as we soon find out, neither does he. we think the girls actually know a little more than Ross on this one. Number 3. The One With The Blackout. Don't you just hate when the power goes out? What about if the power goes out and locks you in with someone you have the hots for? Okay, it's starting not to sound so bad. Chandler fortunately gets stuck in an ATM vestibule with model Jill Goodacre and spends the entire night trying to find a way to talk to her. But like most guys, trying to talk to a girl you like is a lot tougher than it sounds. Lucky for him, he choked. Literally. So it was Jill to his rescue, resulting in the two getting a bit closer overnight. He only got a peck on the cheek out of it, but it's better than nothing. Number 2. The One With The Rumor. Seriously, another Thanksgiving episode? We swear this was not on purpose. Funny enough, this one also has to do with the past, as Rachel is reminded of Will, a guy who always hated Rachel Green in high school, no thanks to her gossip and lack of sympathy for Will during his early years as an overweight kid. It's also here that she finds out that there was an I Hate Rachel club, which included Will and Ross.
No need to point, she knows who Ross is.
We can all agree this is awkward, right? I mean, Ross went on to being with Rachel anyway, so we know he's a changed man. But to consider the fact he hated her at one point is just jarring to think about. Number 1. The One With The Prom video. This one tugged a lot of heartstrings in ways we didn't expect. What started out as just a harmless and hilarious family home video led to probably the most important moment of the entire show. The six reminisce as they watch an old video taken during prom night, and Ross is looking pretty fly if you ask us. Soon after, Rachel is practically coming to terms with getting stood up by her date, meaning she'll miss out on her only prom night. Ross, even while being convinced he isn't good enough for Rachel, puts on his dad's tux and is ready to save her entire night. But before he could do anything, Rachel's date is already there, and they all leave for prom, leaving Ross behind with a night he would rather forget. But in the end, this led to Ross finally getting what he deserved all those years ago. It's hard to pick just 10 episodes from such a great show, but what do you think? Did you enjoy our list? Which Friends episodes were your favorite? Share them with us in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to 90s Nostalgia so you can keep up with our wide array of countdowns regarding everything 90s. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time.